How's it going, guys? So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to start a Pisonet business. So before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to Gerald Autea ng permigang comment hit. So thank you gid sa pag-comment and God bless po, sir. So going back to the video, there are 4 things that you need to be aware of. So number 1, that's open space, computers, internet connection, and accessories. So these 4 things, I'll be discussing that on this video. So let's start with number 1. So open space. It could be the terrace in your house or a space that you can rent, as long as it's accessible to people from the outside. So just pick a space. Usually when you think of a Pisonet business, it's usually it's in your house or like you're renting someone's space, but it's accessible to the people. So just make sure that people can see it and people can easily go in and go out so that everybody can see it. Going to number 2 is the most obvious, is computers. Before you buy a computer table, because most Pisonet are packaged into one table with 2 PCs on it. So there are some sellers who sell a timer box and computers but with no tables. What you're going to do is, wherever you're living, so what city you're living at, try to survey the most cheapest price of the computers, because that's one mistake I made, because I just bought from one seller. So once I established my business, I tried to go around the city and I discovered that there are some few Pisonet stores. So I tried to compare their prices and I found out this one was selling cheap i5s for 2 computers which only cost 17,000. So the same mistakes that I did. So try to go around your city or go around Facebook and check for a good deal. Maybe they have like an online store. Going back, there are some sellers who sell a tire box and computers. So what you're going to do is, in your city, is that or you can try going to Lazada and Shopee just to compare prices. And also try checking Facebook Marketplace. You could find some good deals. And also I'll be making a separate video, an in-depth video about what are the best specs. So guys, if you like that I'm going to make another separate video on what kind of computers that you should, what specs of the computers that you should choose. So hit that like button so that I can prepare it after this video. Going back to the video, once you have decided on what Pisonet package you want to buy, don't forget to either buy a good quality AVR or UPS to protect your investment from power surges and fluctuations, because computers are sensitive to electrical changes. And also, you also have an option to choose what coin slot do you want. It's either the 1 peso only coin slot or the universal coin slot. So I'll leave that decision up to you. So either you want the 1 peso only or the universal. So but I chose the universal because you could put 5 peso and 10 peso coins. So it makes it easier to count after your collection days. So but take note that upgrading to a universal coin slot will add a cost to your package. So number 3, internet connection. Depending in your area, usually the only choice we have is PLDT and Globe, but some areas have Sky Cable Internet and Converge and PTNT. Usually Pisonets are put up on a residential area, so I highly recommend that you get 2 connections from PLDT and Globe. I know, just hear me out on this one. So the reason for this is, when I started my business, I was connected to the internet in my house. We were using Globe at the time. Everybody in my house started to complain because the connection has gotten slower, because lots of people are using the Pisonet. So they were streaming lots of things, playing games and downloading. So I decided to sign up to one of PLDT's plan. The main reason is that I have occasions where PLDT connections are having problems and they can't connect to the internet. And I would use my Globe internet to fill in the gaps until PLDT internet comes back online. But guys, if you cannot afford to get 2 connections, just make sure to increase the speed of your internet. So that's one good solution. Moving on to number 4. are accessories. Actually, number 4 is like that small stuff you just ignore. So I try to list them down. So number 1 is extension cords, LAN cable and network switch, and electric fans or air cons, depending on what do you want. So let's start with extension cords. So once you plug in your computer to your AVR or your UPS, you have to buy a good quality kind of extension cord. So make sure your computer plugs are not under the table where your computer is going, where customer is going to sit, because there is a high chance they're going to knock off that socket and turn off their computer. So second one is LAN cable. LAN cables are sometimes packaged when you buy a Pisonet table, but it's better to take a measurement of the room and the computer so that you will know where to put the network switch and the router. The third one is network switch. I highly recommend, if you're planning to upgrade and add more computers to your business in the future, you should go for a 16 or higher ports network switch, because it's really good and it minimizes the lag. So, but if you're limited to your space, just get the one with the 8 port. And lastly is electric fan or aircon. So if you can bear the cost of an aircon, so go ahead. That's really okay. That's really nice. But if you just want to keep it minimum, try using an electric fan so that your customers won't sweat while they are playing or using the computer. Just like me, I'm sweating right now. It's so hot. So guys, 2 electric fans. Don't use a ceiling fan. It's a really bad idea. Trust me. Just use a stand fan, normal stand fan. You can buy at Pure Gold for it's a buy one take one. So that's it, guys. These are the 4 things you need, to be aware of in putting up a Pisonet business. So if I missed something or I made a mistake, so just leave it down in the comments so I can correct it. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like button. Please click the like button. If you enjoy this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. So guys, that's about it. So I'll see you on the next video. So again, don't forget to subscribe. So see you on the next video. Peace.